Banks' changing attitude to risk was a core topic discussed at GTR Europe Trade and Export Finance Conference in Hamburg. How do banks prioritize which risk to take, and how can they keep lending?
For us as a bank, all the risk categories are of importance. So while we were previously focusing very much on counterparty and country risk, I think the non-financial risk has been added to the list, which we have in full focus. So that is all the way from compliance, anti-money laundering, reputation risk management. So basically, you can't really choose a risk category which is more important over the other. But I think they're all important, and we need to focus on all of them. I think we need to look at efficiencies to provide maybe also smaller corporate SMEs with smaller transactions, because given the magnitude of the task we have to perform around trade and export finance transactions, basically there is relatively high cost involved, which of course might affect the mid-sized, small-sized business. And we need to look at efficiencies, maybe portfolio structures, maybe other ways how we basically can mitigate this.
Corporates are exploring wider options for risk coverage.
They are looking beyond their core banks to other players or other financiers that will support or have the ability to support those regions. And that's what platforms are doing today. They're giving those customers the access to a wider market so the customer is never inconvenienced. The place has got to work for the corporate. And so the corporate will choose which platform best works for them and introduce that to their banks. Banks need to be a lot more proactive in this space and not feel threatened by third-party providers or third-party platforms. They should embrace this sort of digitalisation, particularly in the trade space, because it hasn't happened for decades. And they should promote that to their client base openly, knowing that they're doing their corporates a service. And banks are the ones that know which corporate needs that help more than anyone.